Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Dom the Monko, stop the cap.
We don't need Sky. We don't need Sky. Before you fly, we don't need Sky. We don't. What? Let's get it. Go.
Beats Planet.
Hey yo, listen, man. Listen. Just put your ears real close to the headphones. You feel me? Just listen. I don't need y'all to do nothing else. Listen. Shouts out to the Blue Flame. All the essential workers that work there. Listen, man. Boy. Listen. Let's go ahead and get this going, man. We ain't doing nothing else. Let me just test my sounds like I ain't got about. Listen, y'all. Escuchen Lombardicus Prime. We are here. We are here solo like a mug. But we'll be fine. We are good to go. There's this joke that I tell, and it's my favoriteest joke of all time. It's like, hey, man, I know I work for the volume now, but luckily I was a YouTuber first. So we ain't got my man's Will Steele point guard today. It is his birthday. So let's just go ahead and give him a war call, please. Go ahead and give that guy a fantastic war call. I want him to enjoy his 57th birthday. And we're going to be doing this thing on our own. In case y'all ain't noticed, we on time today.
Dom the Monko, stop the cap.
We on time today, relatively. We got a good show lined up for you, man. We are here. Let me go ahead and introduce myself. I'm the Lombardicus.
Yo, Ski Woski, P-Ski, Weeski.
VOCHLOMBARDI on all platforms, including Patreon, where we watch our long form film sessions. Patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. If you need any long form film session work, we went to go debunk some things. Anybody in my Patreon that is familiar with how the last couple of days have gone, they can vouch for how fire it is over there. It's a very intimate setting. We learn things on the go. We break down things, as we will. We got we burning some a little bit of a Suntall 26 there. Godfather will be proud of us. Burning some Suntall 26. That's what my house smell like. That's what my office smells like, or whatever. And we got a little bit of work today, man. We're gonna break down the Bears. I almost called them the New York Bears. We're gonna break down the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, and all them. Let's just be clear, man. Let me just be honest, bro. We not breaking down the Bears too crazy, man. What they are is what they are. Where my notepad at? What the Bears are is what they are. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to give y'all some general thoughts on it. The phone lines are open. If y'all want to tap into the phones, the number is here, 202-926-1127, access code 309104. I would love to hear from you. And I got some sound clips today, man. I got 3 from Dan Quinn, and I got 4 from Mike McCarthy, just kind of giving the general vibes of what we're going to get from the Bears game. What I do find interesting here as we get going, let me get focused, man. What I do find interesting here, shouts out to everybody in the chat. If you see me looking right here, that means I'm looking at you. What I do find interesting is that it seems the Bears have changed their image in the public eye overnight. They've changed their image in the media over one Monday night game. I'm gonna say Thursday night, one Monday night game, and all of a sudden they're darlings now. How is my sound? Y'all let me know what my sound is like. Could I go there? What's the sound of my voice like? We good? We good in the headphones? They've turned into this media darling. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Colin Cowherd. He's volume guy. 306, all that good. Right there. He's volume 306 guy. Shouts out to Colin Cowherd. But Colin Cowherd was like, whoa. He was like, he had a surprise face. He was like, these new Bears. He was surprised. He was like, boy, if this gonna be the new Bears, if this gonna be the look of the new Bears, boy, y'all better watch out. And I was just like, I was like, what you mean, Colin Cowherd? He said, these Bears. Yo, I understand. They just beat the shit out of the Patriots. That ain't really worth talking about right now. Bailey Zappi and them, Mac Jones and them. But if this the Bears we gonna get, they might be Dallas.
Stop the cap.
That's what Colin Cowherd said. He played the eat the beat or hit the ether button. He said, boy, if this gonna be the new Bears, look at their schedule. They might be able to beat Dallas.
Stop the cap.
I just add that to my list of receipts. I got a long list of receipts because I'm petty, I'm working for the volume and shit like that. You know what I mean? I've seen some weird takes since September, you know what I mean? And I've been in this YouTube space for a long time, and I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I've been in this YouTube space for a long time, and we try our hardest to not have weird takes, you know what I mean? And boy, the volume come out here a year and a half. The volume come out here in a year and a half, and now we just, ever since Voch shows up, we just got all the weird takes. You know what it's like? It's like I'll clean this up. I'll be like, is if you have a topic about a particular set of people and you get a friend from that demographic, it makes you feel like you could talk about that demographic now because you got a friend of that demographic. I looked at all the volumes old work. I ain't seen none of this. All of a sudden, Voch Lombardi come to the volume and they said, oh, we got a Voch friend now. Richard Sherman put his top 5 list out, got the Giants on it. I ain't mad at the Giants on it. It's just how the Giants on it and Dallas ain't on it. I'm just curious. Curious, you know what I mean? Liv Moods and Alex, shouts out to them on the volume. They over there saying that Cooper Rush just much better than that. I don't even see a difference. I'm ready to get Cooper Rush back. I'm like, all right, cool. This is Cooper Rush. All right, cool. Cooper Rush, cool. Cooper Rush, fine, Cooper Rush. And then I see Colin Cowherd said the new Bears. If this gonna be the new Bears, boy, they beating Dallas next week. That's what Colin Cowherd said. Just in case people think I got crawfish in me. Just in case, people think I cook pancakes or something, you know what I mean? Colin Cowherd was on my show for the draft. And I remember telling him, I say, man, Colin, you must got some film I ain't got, brother. I asked him about the whole Carson Wentz better than Dak Prescott thing. I just had a question for him. I just needed some answers, And I was like, Colin, if you really think Carson Wentz better than Dak, man, you got some film I ain't got. No, he laughed and he proceeded to tell me about how he thought Carson Wentz was better.
Stop the cap.
Than Dak Prescott. Good luck with that one. I'm undefeated in them conversations. Shouts out to Brunson and them. I'm undefeated in the Dak Prescott Carson Wentz conversation. I don't know why I get called out to that one. But yeah, man, the new talk of the town is what Justin Fields did to the New England Patriots and them. Let me look up the Patriots games real quick. Let me look some Patriots up. Let me see what Patriots games look like this year. Shouts out to Going By Owen. He says he dropped 5. He says per Patrick Walker. Shouts out to NOC. Parsons has been credited for sacking Goff, forcing him to trip. So now okay, cool. So there we go. I need Parsons to get all this credit. You feel me? Let's go see what a Patriots game looks like. New England. Leave a like on the stream too, man. I don't ask y'all for too much, man. I just, what I mean? I just try to show up and bring y'all some great content. I try to make y'all laugh, and I try to mix that with like fantastic content at the same time, bro. Just show me some love. Hit the like. Here we go. I typed in Patriots. Boy, I'm so mad I didn't type in Patriots. Chicago is what I meant. No, matter of fact, let's look at Patriots, then we'll go to Chicago. The Patriots so far lost to the Bears. They beat the shit out of the Browns. They beat the Lions. Okay. Lost to the Packers. That's terrible nowadays. Yo, look, ain't that crazy how that sentence is so much different than how it used to be? Like back in the day, losing to the Packers used to be honorable. You lose to the Packers nowadays. What happened to you, cut? The fuck you lose to the Packers, sir? But yeah, lost to the Packers, lost to the Ravens, beat the Steelers by 3. Dolphins beat the shit out of them. All right, cool. Let's go look at what the Bears look like, and then after this, I'm gonna pull up some of these. Sound clips here from our beloved Dan Quinn, Chicago. From our beloved future head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Dan Quinn, and we'll listen to what Mike McCarthy got to say about Jonathan Hankins and all that good stuff. We're trying to stop the run, all that good shit. Let's see what the Bears did, what these new Bears did. Let's see what they did, right? All right. The Chicago Bears beat the shit out the Patriots. Okay. Last week they lost to the Washington Football Wizards 12-7. Let me cut my music back up. All right, cool. They lost to the Vikings. That's honorable. Cool. They lost to the Vikings. They lost to the New York Giants 20-12. And that's so strange of a sentence also. That is so strange of a sentence also, because the damn Giants only lost one game versus us. Yuck. Yeah, they lost to them. They beat the Texans, and they lost to the Green Bay Packers. Y'all know we just had that conversation. And the Bears beat the 49ers in week 1. Okay, cool. So Colin Cowherd is under this impression that the Dallas football Cowboys are going to be in deep doo-doo if this is what the new Bears look like. Chat, I offer you this. I just want to ask a question. If you saw how the Bears played the Patriots last Monday, keep that in your mind on the right side of your head, right? Well, actually, I think that's the left side of your head that make you process shit like that. So just keep that on your left side. Then think about some of the teams that we've played before. Some of the offenses. Some of the defenses. I would say even on the Bears' best day, which was last Monday versus the Patriots. I could be wrong, but I think the Cowboys have seen dudes like that. Hope I ain't getting too carried away when I say I think the Cowboys have seen dudes better than that. You know, I watched a little bit of film on the Bears and I watched the game in passing last Monday. If you can't stop Justin Fields from running, then yeah, they're going to put points on you. If you can't stop Montgomery and Herbert from running, yeah, they're going to do stuff like that for sure. Maybe they should have signed Jonathan Hankins before they played the goddamn Bears. I don't fucking know. Most importantly, and I do think this is interesting because honestly, I do think that Justin Fields is a solid passer. I don't think Justin Fields is the worst passer we've seen. Might be a better passer than Jalen Hurts though. I don't know, but I do feel like we have the same game plan, or we should have the same game plan, right? We walk into the Bears and we have the same mindset. We stop the run and we make you throw. One thing that I saw in the game last Monday is that if you make Justin Herbert run around, he'll run into your arms. He'll let us console the shit out of him and fall to the ground and count it as a sack. And y'all know when Cowboys are trying to get sacks and trying to get interceptions, we are a scary team to deal with. Shouts out to Justin Herbert. Not Justin Herbert. Justin Fields. Jalen Hurts. They all got the same fucking J's in their name. Justin Fields. I think he's not immune to this thing of ours, right? Shouts out to the Patriots, man. And I understand that there's this allure surrounding a Belichick defense, but let's just keep it a buck, man. Let's just keep it a G, man. That Belichick defense ain't what the Belichick's defense been. It ain't what it's been. All right. And I can even say that being bad on offense makes that Belichick defense worse. So I'm not going to lean into the idea, you know, oh shit. That's what Colin Cowherd said, right? He said, oh shit. He said, Justin Fields did this versus a Belichick defense. And so did a couple other people. You know what I mean? I think if the Cowboys simply do their thing, they stop the run. I don't think Jonathan Hankins plays this week. He might, but I don't think he will. We'll talk about that in a little bit. If we just stick to our guns and we take care of business, we beat the shit out of these people. If we stick to our guns and take care of business, we beat the shit out of these people. What's even more impressive, first of all, Dak Prescott is back. I don't think this Bears defense is good. I don't think they're good. So this gives our guy Rain Dakota Prescott So this gives our guy, Rain Dakota Prescott, another week to get in his groove. But chat, let me offer you this. Let me offer the notion. Robert Quinn only got one sack this year? Oh, no. Let me offer you. Well, Robert Quinn got a lot of sacks last year. He only got one sack this and 6 solos. Did he miss them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll talk about that later. You know, just another game for Dak to get acclimated, man. Another game for Dak to get in his bag, right? And if we get to a point to where we score points, then you pull the Bears out of that run thing that they do. Why am I doing this hand thing again? I keep doing hand things today. I think the Patriots didn't do a good job of getting the Bears out of their comfort zone, which is running the fucking football. And if that don't work, punt. If that don't work, punt. You understand what I'm saying? So if Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi and them ain't putting up points for real, then Justin Fields and Khalil and Montgomery, they just gonna keep running. And before you know it, they're gonna wear you down. Sure, they can do that. That's what happened to the Patriots last week. But I don't think the Cowboys offense will stall like the Patriots offense will stall. If that makes sense to you. I don't fear these gentlemen. And the sad part about it is, if the Cowboys do beat the shot at the Bears, and I do tag Colin Cowherd to his nonsense, because I'm the Cowboy friend on the channel, nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna follow up with those comments. Nobody's gonna acknowledge the receipts. I'm gonna keep them anyway though, because I'm petty. I am petty, and I'm keeping the receipts anyway. Voch challenge his inner Italian with his hands. Well, my last name's Lombardi, sir. Come on, man. What are we doing? So yes, I got some sound clips for y'all today, right? A couple of them is talking about the game last week. A couple of them is just talking about our players, our beloved players. A couple of them is talking about the Bears game coming up. That's getting kind of slim, cuz. A couple of them talk about the Bears game coming up. And the rest of them is just some miscellaneous notes that we have, okay? Chat, let me ask y'all this question. I'll leave this up to you. Y'all want to start with the Bears talk, which is, it's not really a whole bunch of Bears talk, but there's some Bears talk in here. Y'all want to start with the Bears talk, or y'all want to start with the Cowboy news, and then we'll transition into the Bears talk later. It's up to y'all. After we're done with the Bears talk, we'll get into the phones. It's up to y'all. Savon Strickland dropped 5 and says Eagles just traded a 4th round. Yeah, I know. Traded a 4th round pick for Robert Quinn. Indubitably. I haven't had time to do research or figure anything out or watch any film on Robert Quinn this year. I was about to watch some damn film on Robert Quinn tomorrow when I was watching the Bears defense. I was getting ready to watch some film on Robert Quinn. I actually watched a lot of film on Robert Quinn last year, though. His last year's film, because I did a sack school, which is formerly known as Best Sack Technician. So, hey, Alex, tell your Eagle friends, I got a Hassan Reddick film session up, and I have a Robert Quinn film session up, because those dudes just happened to get sacks last year. So check those out. We don't wife these 304s. Drop 5. It says rush situation is great because it vets who to and who not to listen to. P.S. I don't wife 304s, but I'd wife Jane Slater. Oh, of course, man. Jane's a lovely woman, a lovely professional woman. That's wifey material, 100%, my guy. Appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat, man. I need to go and check and make sure I didn't miss any neither. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Cowboy talk. Get the Bears over with. The Bears. Cowboy talk. Cool. Neville Gallimore on the trade block. I'm not sure Neville Gallimore's on the trade block now. This one makes me feel like Neville Gallimore is not on the trade block. Mike McCarthy said this.
Well, we can't have enough of the Neville Gallimores, Hankins, all these guys. So you cannot have enough big men in your building. I think we've stated that clearly, from day one here, and particularly the body types that we're really focusing on in our defensive front. So I mean that's really the mindset.
How about that goddamn?
Is it a challenge to keep that many big men in the building together, just given the constraints of a 53-man roster and the number of quality defensive line men you guys have, especially with Basham getting on the men?
I think it's a good challenge. To have. I mean, I think anytime you have, plenty of good football players, and especially that fit to how you prefer to play, I'd rather be in this position than be on the other side of it. Yes.
How about that fucking segue? How about that transition from Voch Lombardi, though? How about that goddamn boy? So it's interesting what Mike McCarthy said there. He was more so focused on the body types, which is interesting, right? He says you can never have too many Neville Gallimores. You can never have too many big guys. And the acquiring of Jonathan Hankins was more so about dudes with that body type. That's interesting. Let me just run it one more time.
Well, we can't have enough of the Neville Gallimores, Hankins, all these guys. So you cannot have enough big men in your building. I think we've stated that clearly, from day one here, and particularly the body types that were
the body type, right? What? Motherfuckers racing outside my window. Pardon me. The body type. I just think this was about getting a 350-pound dude, 340-pound dude in the building, because we ain't got a whole bunch of 340-pound dudes. I think if I remember correctly, I think John Ridgway was going to be one of those guys, but John Ridgway got, picked up by the Washington Football Wizards there, so we don't have him any longer. So by Ridgway being a 340 type guy, I think Bohanna is the only 340 type guy that we got left over, and he's doing a whole bunch of one tech things, or just majority one tech things. You take a look at Neville. Neville really is a 3 tech that got bigger to try to play one tech. Never really wasn't. He never really was a nose to me. So if you take a look at Neville, guys like Tristan, guys like Osa, all those dudes are in the 3 tech archetype, right? They aren't really true nose type guys, right? And I do think it's incredible what we've been able to do in the run game up to this point with those guys. We're just a very hard-nosed group, but I just simply think, and Carlos Watkins isn't a 330 guy. And just this little bit of information from Mike McCarthy. And look, this could be bullshit, but I think this little bit of information from Mike McCarthy just let me know. I just think they wanted like just a bigger, huge dude, because the big, huge dude that they had and that they plan on having got his ass swooped up. Now, I don't know how they play roster gymnastics to keep all these dudes. That'll be an interesting question to ask. I think they asked. Did they ask? I don't know. We'll cross the road whenever we get there. It'll be weird to see the roster gymnastics to try to keep all these dudes, because I do think we keep all these dudes. But the one reason I wouldn't trade Neville Gallimore, this is just me offering my own thoughts and opinions on it. I'm not trading Neville Gallimore because we're an injury away from needing anybody. You understand what I'm saying? So, and when you're trying to have a Super Bowl run, you need to keep as many dudes as you possibly can. You understand? So, I'm not trying to trade Neville Gallimore, nothing like that. While we're talking about the humongous children, this is Mike McCarthy once again talking about Jonathan Hankins, or this is him talking about Jonathan Hankins. Let's run this.
Definitely, it's having the opportunity personally to compete against Jonathan, both in New York and with the Raiders. We just feel he's an excellent fit for us. We can never bolster our run defense enough. We feel that's clearly how people are, their primary approach to us as far as trying to attack our defense, and I think he's an excellent addition.
I think that's fair, man. I love the mindset of it. Jerry Jones always said, and people like to talk shit about Jerry Jones, and not that I think that Jerry Jones is responsible for any of these decisions, because Jerry Jones is a multimillionaire, billionaire. Excuse me, pardon my disrespect. Where are my manners? Jerry Jones is a super billionaire, and super billionaires don't watch film. Super billionaires aren't player personnel guys. You know what I mean? Jerry Jones is a guy that comes in and he delegates. You understand what I'm saying? So what I imagine happened is, I think Will McClay and his boys had a conversation with Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, and possibly sat down and said, hey man, look, bro, if we got one power on this defense, is pass rush and just pass protection. I mean, not pass protection, but pass defense, right? So corners defending the pass rushers, all that, whatever, cool. That's our superpower in this defense. Once we get to that point, we're damn near unstoppable. Chad, tell me if I'm being hyperbolic when I say that. When I say hyperbolic, I mean, am I like exaggerating, right? Hyperbole. Some of y'all may look at it on paper and call it hyperbole. Chat, am I exaggerating when I say that when this defense is in pass rush mode, we need to come up with a name for it, right? When they're in in-game formation and Trey Diggs ain't checking for dump offs, you know what I mean? He reading routes downfield and shit, and we get to be aggressive or whatever, Sue Surfer called it AMG mode, right? Am I bugging for thinking that we're damn near unstoppable on defense when we're in that mode? When the ops are passing the football and they not dinking and dunking and they have no desire to run the football, I think our defense is unstoppable there. I could be bugging, but I don't think I am. So a smart personnel person would say, coach decision-making person would say, add strength to a strength, like Jerry Jones would say, because that motherfucker's smart when he say that. Add strength to a strength and do whatever we got to do to stop that run. If there's any impediment to this defense, or what has been an impediment to this defense, stopping the run. When we get teams in passing downs, good luck to you. Good luck to you. When we get teams in that passing down and quarterbacks get nervous and y'all watching my stream, and that shit come on, if y'all don't watch my game day streams, you don't understand. Y'all need to be watching my game day streams, by the way. When this shit come on, ain't nobody fucking with us when that shit come on. So in my mind, the only thing we got to do to get that music to come on is we got to stop the run, bro. I love the fact that Mike McCarthy just said that shit. He said, hey, man, look, if they going to attack us any kind of way, they're going to have to run the football. If they can't run the football, that's a wrap. Mike McCarthy got a little swag in him nowadays, right? You ever just listen to his press conference? And he try to keep it PC. He try to not add to bulletin board material, but you can read between the lines if you want to. Mike McCarthy said, man, look, we stopped the run. Fuck them. We stopped. Look, if we stop the run, good luck to you. That's the vibes. That's what Jonathan Hankins is for. Here's another clip on Jonathan Hankins, what Mike McCarthy had to say.
I think, starting just with, building off what I've already said about the run defense. He's an anchor player, very smart. I think playing, scheme diversity, going from the Giants and, playing in the Raiders scheme last year, playing in a different scheme this year, more, two gap and, how they play. So I think he brings that experience. Everything we're told is, excellent locker room guy. And I think he's, once again, I want to be redundant. I think he's just a really good fit for us.
Him to play this weekend, I assume so, since he's.
Can we watch him practice first? Yeah. So yeah, but no, but I mean, he's. I think he'll come right in here and get going. So I'm excited to see him practice.
Yeah, motherfucker fit us perfect. You want to know why he fits us? Let me get my work call ready. You want to know why he fits us fucking perfect? Because Dan Quinn put people in situations where they win. If Jonathan Hankins going to do anything, he's going to take up double teams. He's going to be a nose. He's going to be a two-gap guy, right? Fucking Jonathan Hankins, dog. I don't even think he's going to start. I don't think he comes in and starts over Neville Gallimore. I mean, not Neville Gallimore. He's starting over Neville Gallimore. He definitely starting over Neville Gallimore, goddamn. I don't think he starts over Bo Hanna, right? Because I don't think Bo's the problem. I think when Bo comes off the field, what happens? What happens when Bo Hanna comes off the field? We put somebody that's not a great run stopper in there. So now when Bo comes off the field, we put somebody that's a great run stopper in there. It's not about starting. Somebody asked me, Voch, is Jonathan Hankins going to start? It don't matter. One, I don't think so, but two, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Because they're only going to play like 17 snaps anyway, 17 to 20 snaps anyway. What if we fucking stop the run? Chat. And look, this is a great time to have them too. As I look at my phone, we have the Bears coming up, the Vikings coming up with Dalvin Cook, Saquon coming back. Jonathan Taylor should be healthy by the time we see him. Travis Etienne just got the full-time job with the Jaguars. We're going to see the Eagles again. And then we got Derrick Henry at the end of the season. What a fantastic time to make them dudes throw the football. All the teams I just named, what a wonderful time of the year to make them dudes throw the football. I'm excited. DJ's World Drop 5 in the Super Chat says how the trade with Hankins happened. Quinn and McCarthy asked for a PS5 for Christmas, and they got socks in a big box. They got socks in a big box. Hey, man. You know what I mean? We it'll be cool to have Derek Brown. It'd be cool to have Quinn Williams, but, we don't.
The conference has been locked.
Rance Clark Draw 5 says, since we have all the animal references, this defense should be welcome to the jungle. I appreciate you drawing super chat, but I hate it. I appreciate the super chat though. I love this. Look, I appreciate the super chat, but I hate welcome to the jungle. It is what it is. Some a little more creative, maybe. You know what I mean? And they keep the animal references. You know what I mean? Because look, the Megazord technically is an animal reference. You know what I mean? But not welcome to the jungle. Can't have that. We talked about Hankins. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Dan Quinn talked about DeRon Bland. This is what he had to say.
You know, yeah, like most games, you got to look at all the packages and where your matchups are, and I haven't had all the way to chance to dig into that yet. But certainly a few weeks ago, we were pleased to see Bland coming in, and he got a lot of extra reps when Jordan was injured during training camp, and that's really where he was one to make a mark at playing outside and inside, and so he and others will move into that spot some.
He and others will move into that spot. Nickel corner by committee. Interesting. I think they're going to give DeRon Bland every opportunity to take over the job. But, big nickel is a thing. J-Ron Kerr's go down there and play it sometimes. Israel McCormick is a guy that could come off the bench and play nickel sometimes. I don't like when he do it all the time, but he can do it. Anthony Brown's a dude that can play nickel sometimes, So, there's options of how we can, do multiple things at nickel. But I think they're going to give DeRon Bland every opportunity to keep his job. And DeRon Bland has played snaps for you this year, so you know how that go. PJ says, so how we should view the Eagles since they've acquired Robert Quinn. I look at the Eagles the same. I look at the Eagles the exact same way I saw them, a bit ago. Respectfully. Well, we can get more into that later. I just think you get to us and look, the Eagles are it's an improvement. It's an improvement, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know if Robert Quinn is going to start. In my mind, like when Josh come off the field, then maybe Robert Quinn's going to go in there and get some pass rush in. So it may be better for Quinn that he ain't got to be a full-time guy. I don't know, something like that. So that may be what Quinn's usage is, the when Josh comes off the field guy. I look at him the same way, man. I just look at him the same way, But that's just my thoughts and opinions. Also, I feel like I'll say that for later. But I do think the Cowboys put on film that, running the football versus the Eagles is an option. But we'll cross that road later on. Robert Quinn ain't going to help you there. But Robert Quinn as a rotational pass rusher, sure, Robert Quinn could be better in Philly than he would be in Chicago. Sure. But we'll see. Lou Reese dropped 5 in the super chat, says stopping the run is our top priority. Have we done enough? One addition you like to see the defense make. Love your show, bro. Appreciate you, Lou Reese. One addition, I'm going to work already. One addition I want to see the defense make is DJ Moore. Yeah, but you know how that shit go, man. You know how that shit go, man. All right, let's see. We talked about DeRon Bland. I thought Dan had something interesting to say. We'll get to that story later. Let's talk about Billy D. This is not Mike McCarthy. Sam shit. Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn talking about, oh shit, Short Dog on the phone. Hold on, wait a minute, goddamn. Wait a minute. We gonna go back to, wait a minute, stop. Pause the sound clip. Short Dog, what up, man?
What's up, my big dog? What are you doing, G?
Oh man, where you been, man?
I've been around. I've been tapped in just from afar, bro. I mean, trying to get everything else out, but I'm going to be in Dallas. Your boy's going to be in Dallas for, holding down Voch gang over there in Dallas against the Giants. And, just a quick couple things. Hankins is all right deal. Robert Quinn, bro, he's going to help us out because he would have hurt us more now against the Bears. At least we push him out to the end of the year. Then we don't really need to see him because he's only going to be there half a year. So that he kind of helps us out anyways. But, I mean, this is the way you go, bro. And I'm just the one thing, other than you're the boss and you and Steele are like that. You guys are different. You're him, bro. But I want to say one thing is, we're going to talk about we can't stop these guys, Kyle, but the second we dog walk him, they're going to be like, oh, they were garbage. Oh, you beat Kyle Field. Oh, they're garbage. Oh, this and that. That's just the way it goes, bro. But we're going to take the high road, the pet road. We're going to keep on winning, keep on dumping. I love you, Voch. You know what? Everybody, please subscribe to the volume. Hit the likes. We're trying to get that shit up so Voch can get up, bro. Next future he's got next. You know what it is.
Man. Yo, Short Dog, I speak for everybody in this chat when I say thank you. We are glad that you're free. And just keep on keeping on, man. Keep on keeping on, Short Dog.
Yeah.
Oh man. Salute the short dog, man. Man, y'all know Short Dog ain't playing, man. Short Dog don't even breathe, man. Short Dog don't even be breathing, man. Look, man, I was about to go right into the clip, boy. I saw Short Dog on the phone. I said, hell no, we got to get the Short Dog. Because Short Dog may be in the feds next week, dog. We don't know. We don't know. We got to make sure Short Dog good, man. Short Dog going to call us one day. We're like, will you accept a call from inmate? Will you accept these charges? Like, I don't know. All right. Fuck, what was I about to say? Yes, Dan Quinn had this to say about Sam Williams.
He and our other rookie tackle have had some practices now. Yeah, they have absolutely battled. There's a couple 9-on-7 plays. So, okay, Sam, you're out. These two are going after it like it is 100% game day. He has a lot of DeMarcus's traits as a ball player. He's got strength. He can play violently. And so when I see them together, sometimes Sam reminds me of that kind of style. They're different in terms of how they pass rush, but both of them have real strength and are really willing to throw it in there. And so in the run game, that's the type of player that you want to say, not only can they set the edge, but they can go be a factor in the run. I think you've seen that with Sam, the TFL out at the Rams game, and some ones yesterday. And we had a good talk today about there was about 89,900 people that thought potentially there was going to be a penalty on that play. And so those are not the kind of odds that we want to go with. So a good teaching moment for him. But I think it's just, Michael, the nature and style that he plays. I just see it's going to increase the more experience that he gets. And you probably heard me say in the beginning of the year with some of the younger players, there's some on-the-job training that goes along with playing in September and October that produce better Novembers, Decembers, and Januaries because you took the chance to work through some tough problems. But if you think they're not ready, don't put them in, they're not ready, don't put them in, they never quite develop. And so you have to put them in and you have to live with some problems early on. But my experience has been you do it, by the time you get to the later part of the season, they're not having those growing pains anymore. And so I knew there would be some with him, just like there was last year with Micah and Osa and some of the other guys as they were coming up through. But he'll get better for it.
And basically what he's saying is that, yeah, man, you're going to run into times to where Sam is going to make rookie mistakes. Sam is gonna make his rookie mistakes, right? Hold on, boom, 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 bam, bam, backspace, bam, bop, send. All right, Chad, I don't know about y'all. I wonder if I can if I can put a poll up here. I wonder if I can put a poll up here through this thing. It don't look like I can. What about here? No. Damn. What I want to ask y'all is, do y'all even want Sam to slow down? You know what I mean? I guess I could just ask y'all in the chat and I could just talk about it, right? Sam, these are growing pains that he's going through, right? Whether he's body slamming the shit out the running back or whether he's hitting quarterbacks late or just smacking dudes out of bounds. Yeah, you can't take those penalties in close games, right? You can't have those penalties. But Sam playing 300 miles an hour means something. Me and Will still talked about this the other day. Sam Williams played 15 snaps, bro. Motherfucker got 2 sacks, a tackle for loss, and 2 hits. Somebody double check me on them snaps, man. How many snaps he play? It was either 15 or 25, some with a 5. Either way, that's all the snaps Sam Williams played, and he still got 2 sacks, a tackle for loss, a body slam, and a quarterback hit. Bro, I don't want Sam Williams to slow down, man. I know you can't have bad penalties, man, but if that dude's gonna be a dude going 1,000,000 miles an hour, man, let him just bang his head into people at a million miles an hour. I like what he said, man. He reminded me of D-Law. I didn't think of this at first, but D-Law is a very tamed version. I don't even want to say this too, man, because Sam is a much better athlete, right? Sam is a way better athlete than DeMarcus is at this point. Y'all could probably talk about DeMarcus coming out of Boise. Maybe you can talk, but I still think Sam is more gifted than DeMarcus coming out of Boise when he was like Slim Lawrence, right? Not Tank Lawrence, but he was like Slim Lawrence. I still think, bro, the violence that they both play with, the violence Sam Williams plays with mirrors the violence that DeMarcus Lawrence play with. Now, can Sam Williams line up on the goal line and, beat 4 blockers and cause a fumble at the 1? I don't know. But I would love to see what Sam Williams off the offseason peanut butter looks like. I would love to see. And I can make the argument that the only reason we see Terrell Basham popping up in trade talks is fucking Sam Williams. You know what I mean? Christian McCarron, drop 5 in the super chat, says Doomsday defense 4. Dan Quinn can be Dr. Doom. Micah is Kane. D-Law is Thanos. The secondary is the Sinister Six. Like all 6 of them. Huh? All 6 of their asses up. Good shit, man. Appreciate you. King Element says Short Dog is in the middle of a home invasion. He used the family phone to call Voch. That's hilarious. Appreciate you, Alex, for pointing that out to me. DJ drop 5 in the super chat, says Roquan for a 4th, Derek Brown for a 3rd. Who is Williams? Williams for a 2nd. Williams for a 2nd. I don't know. And DJ Moore for a 1st. That'll be a hell of a draft class, DJ. Who is Williams? Wide receiver, linebacker, defensive tackle. Who is Williams? I don't know. Let me know, DJ. Who is Williams? But damn, that's a hilarious comment though. King Element says Short Dog. Motherfucker say Short Dog in the middle of a home event. He just tied somebody up, took their phone and called my show. Come on, man. But yeah, man, I don't want Sam to slow down at all, man. I want Sam Williams to just keep doing this thing. Yep, in case everybody's just in case anybody came in late, Micah Parsons was credited the sack that Dorrance Armstrong had, so he is currently Quinn Williams. Thank y'all. Quinn Williams. It's a lot of names, man. Hey, look, it's a lot of names. The league is a combination of millions of names. I mean, we just can't say Williams. Hey, Voch, what do you think about trading for Jones? You know what I mean? I mean, he said Roquan, but like, what if he just said Smith? Hey, Voch, what about trading for Smith? What the fuck is Williams? And Marcus Harris drop 5 says, what's my favorite flavor of off-season peanut butter? The kind with the extra protein in it. Let's get back to the phones. Voch is a fan of crunchy peanut butter, though. Voch is a crunchy peanut butter guy. Dan Quinn on the Micah Parsons play. Or I just put down as Micah Parsons. It's probably Micah Parsons play. I don't know. We'll see.
For sure. And I thought that would be the play that no one knew, but
Micah Parsons play.
People knew, so that was good. But it is that style of play. And in fact, I got a text from a college coach. I'm showing those 2 plays to my team tomorrow.
I know, right?
And I just felt those are the type of energy and effort plays that can change a game, and you don't know when they're going to happen. You just got to go. And that happened to be one that the next play, Law just, wrecking it up to knock a ball around and Anthony to get it. That was kind of the momentum shift because we're about to go down 13 to 10, right, in that space. And then to go back the other way, get some field position, change the field. I thought, man, what a cool moment in the game that happened. And so there was a couple plays that he had that I just thought that relentless nature was on display. And so it was just a cool play. There was actually another screen earlier in the game that I saw he and Dante and Dorrance. There was Donovan was coming back. There was a 3rd and 15 screen maybe in the first half on their end of the field. And Donovan kind of made the guy bounce outside, and all of a sudden you felt these other guys just woof. And so when you see us rotate players in and out of the lineup, it's hopefully to see more plays like that.
Hey, I'm having a conversation on social media about wide receivers, right? And some dude was like, I don't trust Kellen Moore to utilize them. We never run crosses at all. And just in my mind, I thought about 5 crossing routes that we ran just last week just with CeeDee Lamb. That's what I be saying, man. Look, chat. I don't want y'all. Listen, bro. I don't want y'all thinking I'm just coming up here trying to be snobby or something, right? Because a lot of people come on here and they be like, oh, Voch think you know everything. Voch be snobby. Voch think he ain't never wrong, bro. It ain't that I think I'm never wrong. I don't think I'm wrong a lot, but I don't think I'm never wrong, right? I just don't want y'all going out on the internet looking crazy. I simply do not want y'all on the internet looking crazy, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I can find you a CeeDee Lamb crossing route right now. I can find you 2 of them. Just off the top of my head without thinking about it, man. I just don't want y'all to go on the internet looking crazy, bro. That's the only reason I do what I do, man. I just want to educate people so people can have a better enjoyment of their Dallas Cowboys, man. I don't want y'all to go on the internet talking about some we don't run crossing routes and I can think of 3 off the top of my head without even looking back at the. What was I about to say, bro? This is crazy. All right, let's get into what Mike McCarthy was saying. Then we're gonna get into the phones. He talked about Justin Fields. Here we go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but I think Fields is dynamic. I mean, I was so impressed with him Monday night. I thought they did a really nice job coming out of their bye week. You know, they hit some scheme runs. You know, in the game against New England. So, and that's what you really pay attention to. So he can make plays. He's a playmaker. So, but yeah, I agree with you. I think more Jalen Hurts is probably a good comparable, and just the way they play and really the stress that they put on your run defense with the quarterback emphasis. I mean, we're treating him as a primary ball carrier, and you have to because he can change the game.
They are going to treat Jalen Hurts like a primary ball. Not Jalen Hurts. They're going to treat Justin Fields like a primary ball carrier, right? Actually, let me, chat. Let me just be silent for 2 seconds so I can screen record this and throw it on Twitter so I can be petty. Hold on, just give me 2 seconds. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Okay. I just badly want to take this clip and bro, this is why I do what I do, man. And I'll even show y'all a cartel view while we're talking. But yeah, we're gonna treat Justin Fields as a primary ball carrier, man, because Mike McCarthy said that they put a lot of stress on you in the run game. And basically what that means is that, yeah, Justin Fields can run the football. Montgomery can run the football. Herbert can get in there as the second running back and run the football. If you don't stop the run, these dudes will run all over you, just like I said, just like I said earlier, right? So, this should be, I don't want to call this like an easy game plan, but it should be a very cut and dry game plan. It should be the same type of stuff that we always talk about, right? If we go out and stop the run and just take care of our business, we'll be fine. You feel me? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, let's get into... Oh, the time where I'm at. Oh, it took me off the screen. My bad, y'all. Actually, we can get to that screen right there. All right, there we go. Let's get into the phones. We got a couple people on the phone. Let's go Mike, the Bears fan. We'll put him up first because he's a Bears fan. Let's hear from him. Mike, what up?
Hey, Voch. First time I've been able to get through to you since you got it on the volume. Congrats, man. Looks like you're getting out to a lot more people.
Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and everyone subscribe and hit the like button. Help Voch report that stripper pole he was talking about. I'm listening, so I have. After the Bears beat Dallas, you might have to open up an OnlyFans with that. I don't know.
I bet not.
So, Voch, I know you're a big Tevin Jenkins fan. He had kind of a rocky start in Chicago, but with the run game, when you were watching, did you get a chance to look at him at all?
Tevin Jenkins as a Bear or Tevin Jenkins in college?
Well, I know that originally I knew that he had a Mike High out of college, but since then he had the back issue, and then they moved him all over the line. I think he's at right guard now. And with the success they've been having, being physical in the running game, that's kind of his strength. So I was wondering if that popped off to you at all.
Yeah. Tevin's always going to be a powerful, nasty dude, and I think moving him to the left side kind of messed him up a little bit. You know what I mean? But like I said, he's at guard now, and I don't mind moving people from guard to tackle or from tackle to guard. I don't like people switching sides. You know what I mean? So there was a little bit of time where he was on the left side, if I'm not mistaken. And that could mess up your timing and your hands and your footing. And you can't be powerful if your timing and your hands and your footing aren't right. But hey, he's playing much better now, and I think that's apparent because y'all haven't traded him. You know what I mean? So yeah. Just hold on to Tevin Jenkins. He's a good player. You need as many good players as you can, man.
Okay, I appreciate it. I know you always rock the trenches. So, congrats again. Hope you have nothing but success going forward, man. Thanks again.
Man, appreciate you so much, man. Let me give you a war card, bro. Come on. Now let me go find this tweet. He says we never run crosses at all, unless it's a Bears fan. Unless it's a Bears fan, unless it's like a Panthers fan or something. Because if you're a Panthers fan, he say we never run crosses. Nope, he's a Cowboy fan. All right, cool. So, chat, just give me 2 seconds to be petty. All right, I'm going to retweet. I'm going to quote the retweet. I'm going to go and find. Shit, now I got to go name it because I got all kind of files on my background here. I'm gonna name it petty. There we go. Chat, I promise, man, that's the only reason I'm here, man. I am just here to educate people, bro. I'm just here to educate people. I don't want to do nothing else, dog. I just want to educate people. So I just wanted to hit that button there. I'm going to go to desktop, and I'm going to go to petty. And then in the comment or just in the post, I'm just going to put at all. Oh shit, yo, chat, why do people keep fucking with me, man? Alright, cool. Tweet. And chat, if y'all want to, run over there and be petty, please feel free. Voch Lombardi on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI. We ain't doing nothing else, dog. Let's get Martise from Philly on the phone, see what he talking about. Martise, what up?
You.
Cool. What you have for the show?
So, a couple things I'll drop. Quick ones.
Okay.
One, the scary good. One thing I noticed about this team is, we got a whole lot of run defenses coming up. Run offenses, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot. You got some read option, you got some zone, you got some scary good offensive lines coming. So hopefully we get into that playoffs, whether it's wild card or not.
Mm-hmm.
This team's going to be ready as ready can be.
Right.
For having seen run. Like, there won't be no, whether we win the game or not, there won't be no surprise 49ers was too physical or, a couple years ago in the Rams. There won't be no more of that.
Yeah.
That ain't happening this year.
Yeah.
But that's the scary good. If we can get out of this reasonably healthy, you going to have to throw that football.
Yeah.
Like, you're not just going to bully us, and that's great. Mike McCarthy said that. We're going to get big and physical.
Yeah.
And I see more Mike McCarthy in the Hankins pickup than I do Quinn.
Yeah.
Because even now, like, one of the reasons why maybe we don't have a third linebacker that we love, but one of the relevant reasons why we may struggle a little bit is because we're fast, athletic. You're not outrunning us, elite pass rush type defense. We're not the big, slow. He played through safeties against two tight end formations.
Yeah.
Like, you're not saying don't run the ball.
Yeah.
So I think that's something I think the blending of Quinn and McCarthy trying to get more size in it, I think that's great. And the last thing I'll say, I'm curious about if they make a move for a guy on offense. And we know what position I'm talking about.
I don't.
Eagles. Wide receiver. Sorry.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Robert Quinn goes to the Eagles.
Okay.
He walks in their second best pass rusher by far. If you say he's not better than Reddick, somebody might argue that one way or another. But I really wonder if we're just going to say, CeeDee Lamb, you're the number one, or we're going home. Like, if that's the move, I'll be very disappointed, given how scary good the defense is. I really don't want to waste the defense. So I'll drop that there for now, and we'll kind of see what may work itself out.
Yeah, fair enough, man. I I do think we're very close to what we're trying to get to, and I don't necessarily want to be the guy that just say we gotta make a splashy play for a big guy. It'll just be super fun if we did make a super splashy play for a big guy. So we'll see. Appreciate you, Martise. A couple 2 for sure. All right. Let's see. Let's get Mr. Ronnie on the phone. See what he's talking about. Hola, senor.
Oh, my God. God bless you and the show and your family like always, boss.
Hey.
I just wanted to hit you up real quick. I really think that our defense is going to be better now that we put that Hank guy in the middle. I mean, he's not as young as he was, but I really think he can be a really solid addition in the middle because between him and Bohannon up in the middle. And then also, too, I mean, you like me, you like a lot of mafia movies and stuff like that. Cowboy Nation, we got to stop listening to these Fugazi reporters out there that they be putting this bad stuff about us. Our team is good. The only thing we need, honestly, I think, is a good receiver that can help us. I mean, we don't need one of those over-the-top receivers, just a consistent receiver that can get open. And I think, we can make it over the top because I think if we make a big splash and if it don't work out, then it's going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Hankins and Bohanna, you know what I mean? Like that just makes it to where you don't have to just rely on one 340-pound dude. You know what I mean? We're just like slowly but surely taking away weaknesses. And I like the idea that, we're not super splashing to take away weaknesses, but just like Martise, the last caller said, it'll be fun if we could clean up some of the other weaknesses on the team, like wide receiver, with like a big splash or something like that,
Yeah, because like the quarter before me, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, but it would be kind of sad that it would be sad to lose this defense because this is a good talented defense, and now that we put Hackins up in there, this is a defense that I really think that can carry us to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's all I got for today. God bless you and your family, like always, Bosh, and keep up the good work and keep up that film work because trust me, we all learn off of you on the films.
Appreciate you.
You are good at what you do. Keep it up and don't let nobody tell you what you do. And you know what you do and you keep on doing the right thing, my brother. God bless you like always.
Appreciate you, John. Let me just get my work up. Something light. We just got 1,000 people watching. Something light. Appreciate 1,000 of y'all for tuning in, man. You know what I mean? Just on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? Just on a miscellaneous Wednesday. I do think this is an interesting question though, right? I do kind of find this interesting, right? And I kind of know a lot of people's idea on it, but we can talk about it as a family. Are y'all cool with the idea of sacrificing everything for one shot at a championship? Or do you mind slow building the team to have multiple shots at it? Right? Because I do think the Cowboys are doing something that makes it hard for it to like backfire on them, right? The Cowboys are building their team slowly. They're not doing the go out and get big name things because I don't think they're making one run at a Super Bowl. I think they're just building consistent teams, right? Like after a while, like some of these teams that go out and sign a player for the year and they just sign a whole bunch of players for the year. What ends up happening is like them teams end up being like trash in a year or two. They may make their Super Bowl run, but they'll be trash in a year or two. Like the Rams or something like that. You know what I mean? But I wonder if the Cowboys model is more desirable because in 3 years, you'll still have Osa, Bohanna, DeMarcus Lawrence will be here. Michael will be here. You'll probably have some new linebackers, but Damone Clark, Jabril Cox will be here. You'll still have Trey Diggs, Kelvin Joseph, Deron Bland will be here. You know what I'm saying? J.K. will probably be gone, but you got dudes that can replace like Izzy and Marquise Bell will be here. So I don't think we're wasting a defense by not doing something right now. I think it's a team building tactic, right? Like yeah, if we signed a bunch of defenders to come play with us for a look, like the Eagles just signed Robert Quinn. They got a couple years with Robert Quinn. You know, we got like 4 more years with Micah Parsons before his contract is up or whatever. You know what I mean? I just think when you build a team like Dallas has built the team, I mean, yeah, you have a window where they're super like dominant right now or whatever, but you get to keep some of those same dudes. And then you keep drafting and bring in other dudes, you know, and some dudes that may not be playing right now become more dominant in the future. Like Sam Williams is your 4th pass rusher right now, which is crazy. Sam Williams being your 4th pass rusher is madness, you know. But that's what it is when you draft and develop, you know. So I would love to hear from y'all. Chat, do y'all think y'all would rather just spend it all up for one go at it, or build the team slow to be great for a long time? I think that's interesting. Of course, winning the Super Bowl, however you win it, that'll make the answer that thing. You know what I mean? However you won the Super Bowl, that becomes the way to win a Super Bowl for that year or whatever. But interesting. I would hate to win a Super Bowl and be like trash for the next 5 years, but I don't know. We'll see. 252, what's up? Who this?
Hey, Voch, this is CJ from North Carolina.
What's good, CJ? What you got for the show?
I have this one thing to get out of the way. The whole Jalen Tolbert, not Jalen Tolbert, but Jalen versus the Dennis Houston thing. When we had Dennis Houston, I feel like Jalen doesn't know the whole playbook because in preseason, that was all big on how Dennis always knew where to be and when to be.
Yeah.
Where our wide receiver core not having that depth, I feel like Jalen's not to be good enough even as a 3rd-round pick just to start play. What do you feel about it?
I do think there's something on the trust side with Jalen Tolbert. You know, because one, Jalen Tolbert got to do certain specialized things to get onto the field, right? Because Jalen Tolbert is a better wide receiver than Turpin, but Turpin's a kick returner, and he has the one thing that he does where he's faster than everybody else, you know? Noah Brown is there because he's reliable. Gallup is reliable. Lamb is who he is, you know what I mean? So Tolbert got to play like special teams, but Tolbert don't play special teams, you know what I mean? So he got to find his way onto the field just by being a better wide receiver than somebody, and he just ain't been doing that so far.
Yeah, I feel like he has to develop, and for a 3rd-round pick, we one wide receiver away from being a Super Bowl contending team, and he's supposed to be that guy. So we might have to do something completely different with next year's draft. But I don't want to go wide receiver in the first 3 rounds.
Sure,
I want to get our offensive line fortified.
Man, I love the sound of that, CJ. Look, you ain't saying nothing wrong yet. You already know I'm trying to build my O-line. Yo, CJ from NC, good call, man. Appreciate you. And that's another thing too, man. I like to just put it in perspective, bro. Like somebody in the chat said, what they say? Jay All Day says we've been slow building for 26 years. I don't think so. We've been doing some fuck shit for 15 of them. Like we haven't won a Super Bowl in 26 years, of course, but this way of team building, how long have we been doing this draft and develop thing? How long have we been doing this thing? That's what I'm asking. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really have a side on it yet. I don't have a stance on it yet because half of me loves draft and develop. The other half of me would love to go spend the 1st-round pick to go get DJ Moore right now. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting. But I got a feeling I know what y'all thinking, so I ain't gotta look over there. 918, what's up? Who this? 918.
What's up, Voch?
What's good with you?
Hey, this is Cowboy Mike, man. First time caller. I've been listening probably for about 4 months, man. I evaluated y'all. Y'all made the cut, man. It's a real show, man. I really appreciate it. It's a blessing.
Appreciate you, Cowboy Mike. We just try to we just try to put in the work and bring some real information and prove it on the film. You know what I mean? You know how we do.
Yes, sir. And man, I got one thing I want to ask you though.
Mm-hmm.
What year was that The Catch by Dez?
It was the Tony year, 2016.
2016.
I mean, no, 2014. Pardon me, 2014. Dak was 2016.
Yeah,
so
man,
yeah,
that was a catch.
Yeah,
that was a catch, by the way, and I'm still hurt over that.
Yeah,
man. I felt like that was our best chance to get a ring.
Yeah,
but I think, man, I big ups to the coaching staff at Dallas and Jerry Jones. I feel like we finally playing chess and not checkers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when we let Amari go, I was hurt, man, but I looked at it as, man, we done freed up a lot of money. You know, we already got on the
good to have him,
defensive side of the ball. I feel like we solid, man. Solid as we've been in a very long time.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I wish Will Steele was on today. I listened to the show this morning, man, and a dude called in, and you know how Will Steele is, man. That dude is patient and calm.
Will's patient and calm? He's patient and calm? I think I'm the one that's patient and calm. Shit, Skywalker still be jumping on people, man. I could be wrong. I'll go back and
jumped on that dude. It was yesterday's show, but the dude called in. He was like, "Man, why didn't we get Adama Kinsu?"
Yeah.
Like, what? Who? But man, I think a lot of times as fans, I think we're a bit starstruck with the name on the back of the jersey.
Definitely.
And I think with Hankins, man, you know, that's a great pick. I do a lot of work in like plumbing, stuff like that, and I have these plugs, man.
Okay.
I got 2-inch plugs, 4-inch plugs, 6-inch plugs. I very rarely use them, but when I need them, I use them to plug up a hole in a pipe so no water gets through. And that's what Hankins is going to be for us. He's just going to be a plug, man. We plug him in there and plug up a lane.
Yeah.
Because I think what this team has got is everybody's playing their role. The name on the back of the jersey don't mean nothing, man. We need to get guys that play roles and fill in a spot. And I feel like on the offensive end at receiver, I feel like this is Dak's preseason still. We give Dak another game and a half. I feel like we'll get it together, and then we can judge that side of the ball. But the problem with that is free agency will be over.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm get out of here, man. But I think we're going to work Turpin in to stretch that field. I think that was the plan, and then Dak went down. But I'm gonna take your answer, man, off the call, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all doing a great job.
Appreciate you, Cowboy Mike. We'll put you down platinum next time you call in. We'll know it's you, man. Good call. Salute.
Yeah.
There's some big ass plugs. All right. What y'all got, chat? What we doing? Let me talk to the chat for a little bit, man. What's on y'all mind? Besides big ass plugs. I mean, I got a 2-inch plug, a 6-inch plug, and I got a 4-inch plug. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta have the plug to keep it from leaking. You know what I mean? Plug the hole up. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want no water getting out the pipe. You hear me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indubitably, that's not what you want. That is not what you want, dog.
Perfect.
What's what y'all got, chat? Oh shit. Who Voch talking to? Nobody, Sam. I ain't talking to a soul. Don't y'all find it funny? Like, we've been streaming for like an hour and 14 minutes, and somebody come in the hour and 14th minute mark and said, "Voch, did you see the Eagles trade for Robert Quinn?" Man, you late. Where you been? Come on in. We didn't talk about it. Yeah, come on in. Well, we ain't talked about it for a long time, but we acknowledge it. Appreciate you, A-Run. Have a good day at work, doc. Chill. Tamara, relax. Quinn declined to be traded to Philly. Oh, that didn't happen. 40 Burger Freestyle. We might get a 40 Burger Freestyle now. We might say. Voch, the Eagles drafted Jordan Davis. That's funny. Yo, see the shakes. That's funny. Indubitably. Voch, when you getting Lisa Ann on the show? Ain't Lisa Ann like a sports agent or something? I could be wrong, but I feel like one of them people from that profession do sports now. I could be wrong. Is that real? Let me know. If all super chat is Lisa Ann, what would she do? What do you think the compensation would be for DJ Moore, taking account his cash, which would make his trade value go down like Amari Cooper? You still probably at the least got to give up a first to get DJ Moore. Most likely. Most likely. You know who you saw. Lisa and Mia Khalifa are sports people now? Ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no fucking way, boy. Fifth in red zone defense, second in scoring defense, 10th in opponent, third down conversion rate, first in sacks. I see a perfect storm in the forecast. Prayers up. Lions sleep outside. Kendra Lust, Lisa Ann, and Mia Khalifa got sports podcasts. What the fuck going on? I'm gonna try to get him on the show. All right, yo, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It was fun, man. Had a fun little show today, man. Shouts out to my guy, man. Shouts out to my point guard, Will Steele, man. It was his birthday today, man. He up there celebrating. He celebrating. We gonna let him celebrate. I kind of want to text him and give him the whole week off, though. You know what I mean? I kind of don't even want him to come in tomorrow. I don't know, but I could be getting ahead of myself. Let me relax. But yeah, man, like I said, if y'all want to tap into any other extra film stuff, that's on patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. Y'all follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI, on all social medias, including my Twitter. And follow Skywalker Steele on Twitter at SKYWALKERSTEELE on Twitter, and A to Z Dallas at 8:30 in the morning, because we're gonna plug my guy too. All right, not plug like what Cowboy Mike was saying, but plug like his shows and stuff. Like, let the people know what he's doing. Like, not that kind of plug that Cowboy Mike was saying, but just I just wanted to plug Will Steele's shows. Like, not plug his shows in that kind of way. You understand? Like, plug his volume.